Okay, well, here we are. Anybody there? Nobody there. Okay. So, let me get my stream is there. Oh yeah, stuff's happening. Let's get the at least get that up. A little more intriguing to people. And what do we got there? Okay. So, I guess I'm able to start because I want to drive, and people may join me. They may not. So, on our left, we have a chipper picking up brush and putting in a piles of chips that'll go to a paper mill eventually. I got my oversized loads sign and runners or flags, but I probably need them, right? Bit of a hill. Let's lift this axle here. That's better. Better traction in the dirt. We can put it back down again. We didn't really need it up, but it doesn't hurt. We were spinning. We would have got up the hill eventually, but... So our trip is 8 hours, which is a half hour in game time, so that's about good. I'm going to butt up. Let's look at our world map. We are going to Lakeview. Well, I guess there's a place in Lakeview too. We can probably pick up a cargo in Lakeview. Do you think? Currently no cargoes? Yeah, but we get one probably around there. Ooh, nothing. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we get there what we want to do, but I kind of like having these cargoes. They're a nice change. Bunch of logs. Ah, still awake. Good to be a gangster. Why are you a gangster? I had supper, talked to my girlfriend, decided to come back on, and glad to see you're still here, Noah. You gonna let me out? Maybe. Thank you. Light shower, snow. So temperature minus 0.1. Yep. Humidity is 100%, but it is nasty. That would be nasty. Well, it's not that windy, but could be worse. Could be in Brexit. I watched some of the House of Lords today. God, those people are old. God, they love to talk. Weather for Canada, U.S. So apparently there's a place in Canada, in the U.S. Apparently there's a city in the United States called Canada. Yeah, I don't know where Canada is though, really. Where's Canada? Clear sky, plus 12. So it's down in the southern U.S., right? There's also in Ontario, as we've seen. There's an Ontario in the United States, just on the border with Oregon. City in my city, Ottawa. Or weather Ottawa would be good. That's where I am. Well, I know what it is here. Weather Vancouver on the west coast will be very warm. Baker Lake, Baker space Lake, Baker Lake up north, it'll be really cold. So, you know, Vancouver is going to be, you know, 15. Oh, it's daytime there too now. Vancouver is going to be at least 15 C. Baker Lake might be minus 15 C. Vancouver, US. Stupid game. 12.6. Why don't they say Vancouver, Canada? Well, try weather Baker Lake, please. Well, that was a short light. Baker Lake, Baker space Lake. Let's go. Come on, guys. There we go. Ooh, it's not nice and Baker. Minus 25. Wins at 12. Yeah. Yeah. Facebook friend Ivan lives up in Baker Lake. He's up near the Arctic Circle, land of the midnight sun, so... He's just chilling. Okay, we sort of need a... People seem to be pulling over. Maybe only one lane goes? Not sure. Two ends of Minnesota. I think. The dolls. There you go. That's not bad at all. Wait a minute. Wrong lane. Wrong lane. Thank you. Still wrong lane. There we go. Sorry, folks. I was in the wrong lane. And in the spaghetti roads. Jesus. Whoops, wandering off the road there. Why are you stopping? Thought we were stopping up ahead, maybe. trucks all sound like sports cars up here. Everybody's got a cool truck. Maybe they just poke holes in the muffler, make it sound cool. So supper was good. Supper was good. It was seared pork and you also caramelized some thinly sliced pears, and you made kind of a little vinaigrette with the with some honey and mustard, like rough mustard, like with the mustard seeds kind of mustard, and some vinegar. And the shallots all stirred in a pan, and a salad of greens, and the cold pear slices. They're sort of candied pear slices, and that little vinaigrette over it. And with the also kohlrabi that you cut into big cubes and cooked and boiled until it was tender, and then toss it with some. Oop, keep going, Gramps. Toss it with. Let's change our. That's better. Toss it with some cornstarch, and then brown it into the cubes in a pan, and serve that with the pork chops. So. Sneederbelt, like Peterbilt, but Sneederbelt. I got that. Sorry, what is what mixture? Okay, Gramps, we can go better than 22 in here. Are you going to stay in your lane? Sort of. That was sloppy. Jeez, you think you're driving a big truck or something? That food I just talked about, it's a... which? Kohlrabi? Kohlrabi is a vegetable. Big lump. Sort of like a slightly flattened softball. Baseball, softball. Green. Peel it. Cube it. Boil it. Brown it. It was good. It was good. Sounds weird, but it was good. Sneederbelt. I like Sneederbelt. I've had Ravensview for that length of time too. My website is Ravensview, RAVEN''S, next word VIEW. I have an affection for ravens as tricksters, and most of my online persona are either ravens or Ravensview, just to be consistent. One and only Sneederbelt. Sneederbelt, are you a driver or a gamer, or like do you drive in real life, or do you drive in this game, or both? have been doing driving for a while in ETS, in my Scania, mostly in the New Hungary map. Really like the New Hungary map. Ah, local and a streamer. Okay, well, feel free to follow Sneederbilt. If you like what you see, I'll go back and follow you back. If you're a streamer. I mean, if people follow and they're just watchers, well, okay, thank you. But if they're also a streamer, I'll follow them back. I started off with the ETS2. Let me downshift here. Let me get inside the truck, turn my signal off. Put on my high beams, blind people. I started off in ETS2 years and years ago. And then when ATS came out, it took me a while to get into it. Hey, we could take a lane. Good. It took me a while to get into it. And I wasn't, initially I wasn't that keen on ATS because the map was pretty limited. It was pretty basic compared to ETS2. ATS2 is so much detail. And then ATS, people came out with add-ons like Coast to Coast. Thank you very much for this follow, my friend. Yes, I'm in Ottawa. You can't see it. I have... No, maybe I don't have Canadian flags on my truck, but yeah, I'm from Ottawa right now. I got the... I got Coast to Coast and Canada Dream. I'll show them to you. So, this is the Coast to Coast map. Adds all this, and as you can see, I've traveled most of it. And the Canada Dream map adds Canada. All the way up to Yellowknife and Whitehorse, so. Ah, Mississauga, Saga, M-I-S-S-I-S-S-A-U-G-A, yeah. For a long time, Mississauga had the oldest mayor in Canada. She was like 95 or something, and Hazel McKinnon, she'd been there forever. I'm going to cheat now and change the time, actually, because I'd like to see this map, and I can't see bugger all unless I change the time to be like that. Yeah, we're probably going to be late with our cargo, but I don't care. Because I want to see the trees and stuff, right? No. So Canada Dream was pretty basic when it came out, mostly distance as opposed to quantity as opposed to quality, but it's getting better. Canada Dream is still really basic. But ETS I've got added on. In ETS, I don't know, do you have any maps added to your ETS, or you just have the basic one and the DLCs? Because ETS, I bought all the DLCs, plus I have Southern Region, Rust Map, Russian Open Space, and EAA Brazil. And standalone Hungary. Yeah. Reload was in Brampton. Lumber to the, well, I guess yes. Lumber does go from Canada, from Brampton. Everything's being has to offer. I follow a trucker online on YouTube, Sergei Drachev. He's from Ukraine originally. He's heavy haul. He's got a was it 55 ton? I think it's now a 65 ton Fontaine magnitude lowboy. Remote gooseneck. Extra flip on the back. And he loves these, you know, 60, 80,000, you know, pound. Ooh. There we go. 60, 80,000, you know, pound cargoes. He unloaded the Saturday before 9/11. Wow. Wow. Yeah, 9/11 was it a Monday? Oops. Well, sorry. Yeah, but well, he's worked his way up now. He's got his own truck and he's got his own trailer. Owner operator. But a lot of challenges trying to get cargoes, but they must pay really well because he's talking about, oh yeah, well I got to take this one. I might have to deadhead, you know, across several states to pick up a load because he can only go from Canada to the U.S. and then the U.S. back to Canada. He can't do internal on U.S. He's not licensed for it, so. Lots of problems with permits, over width, over height. Has to get an escort here, spring road closers, all sorts of crap he has to go through, so he gets paid a lot. Because it's not just having the truck, it's all that other crap, so. You know, it's knowing what permits you can get. Knowing how to, knowing how to set up your axles to get the correct loading for different states. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, but it pays. It pays. Me, I'm retired, so I'm good. My only work now is I'm a writer. Doesn't really pay, but I don't really care because, you know, government benefits and a pension from Bell Canada, so not a lot of money, but I can afford to indulge my career. More than a hobby, but less than a really job I depend on, so. Come on, guys. Just sitting there at the light. I thought only I did that. It does make me happy. I only started 9 years ago, and didn't realize how much I liked writing, so. Which reminds me, I can't stay up. What time is it now? 11:30. I can't stay up too late tonight driving because I have to changing lanes here. Oh, maybe out. Whoa, sloppy. Jeez, changing lanes here. The last guy that pulled out did that, so I assumed this guy was going to do it too. People complain about the AI in this game, you know, saying how terrible the AI drivers are, but I'm thinking, do you want reality? You want reality? You've got the AI in this game. That's the way people drive. People do stupid things. That's why we learn defensive driving. Oh, I guess I have a delayed arrow, not an advanced arrow. Well, it's 11:27 here. There we go. Get back in the truck here. Gather. Oh, I assume we're going to lose our lane once we get out of town. Yep. Well, we lose our divided highway. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can nudge over, check the mirror. We're good. Everybody jumping the light there. You guys finished running the light? Let me know. Yeah. Smart ass fire truck. You saw the light and you just booted it. Oh yes, if you want to join my Discord, I have a text channel there. I have a voice channel that I use when I do convoys. Rarely do convoys, but if I do, for chat. But I have a text channel that I share information about updates to the game and mods that we found and stuff like that. So there's a recipe file too, I think. We got various text channels. I've been driving in this game, like I said, a few years, and I just started this whole Twitch thing, well, a year and a bit ago. And basically self-taught. My son helped me get going, but he was not doing a lot of it, and I soon passed him. I was just calling him about questions. How about this? How about that? He's like, I don't know, ask Google. So between Google and asking other friends that I've met on here, and I've made some good friends online. But between Google and friends online and oh, Reddit is good. Not a lot of my friends here in Ottawa, though, are gamers or streamers. Their eyes kind of glaze over when I talk about what I do, so. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's neither built. It was my first time last year that I started the streaming. The gaming was, well, the gaming was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I'd been writing a book in the fall, and I told myself I'd reward myself by buying ETS2. So I bought ETS2, and a day later realized that I needed a wheel because I couldn't do the keyboard stuff. My dexterity isn't enough to drive with a keyboard, so I got a G27 wheel and loved it. Oh. And now I got a G29 wheel. And it's still good. But my Twitch isn't very, I'm using OBS Studio and Streamlabs separately. I'm not using the Streamlabs OBS, the slobs as they call it, and that would give me nice little borders around my game and stuff like this, but I couldn't really care less, so I want to keep it simple. Oh, okay. Yeah, I put my stuff on Yahoo. I'm a couple of days behind, but I usually transfer my... I used to have music in the background, and I had to stop that because Twitch and Yahoo don't like copyright music. So, oh well, fine. So, we seem to be out of Oregon, don't we? Changes. I'm really looking forward. Speaking to buying all the DLCs, I've got all the DLCs for ATS also, and I'm really looking forward to Washington. Washington State, from the information they've shared online, the photos and that, it's going to be awesome. Different kinds of farms, different kinds of cargoes. Really neat logging roads, you know, the switchbacks up a mountainside for logging trucks. Oh yeah. Yeah, I tried Streamlabs OBS slobs, and there were things that I wanted to do with Studio that I couldn't do anywhere with slobs, so I went back to Studio. So just my preference. Yeah, everyone is ready for Washington, and the problem is they I don't know, they're their own worst enemies because they want to keep people hyped about the game, so they talk about stuff that's coming, but it'd be nice if there was they really need some control, internal control, because they pretty well know when Washington's going to come out, or they've got it scheduled for a certain time. So they need to decide how much ahead of time do they even talk, even say what the next one is, and then how much along the pipe do they start posting pictures, all to make it so people get hyped but don't get pissed off. So yeah, it'd be nice to go up there. The only long haul I went when I was a teenager, I hitched a ride from Kirkland Lake down to Toronto with a transport, a friend of a friend. A friend of my grandfather's ran a trucking company, Walter Little Transport, and so it wasn't hard to get me a ride, so I got a ride down to Toronto. I'd go down Friday night, spend the day, all day Saturday at the CNE, the Canadian National Exhibition, and then get back to the depot Saturday night and get a ride with the same guy back up to Kirkland Lake. It was like a 6-hour, I think it was like a 6-hour trip. Get a ride with him back up to Kirkland Lake overnight. So I'd be awake part of it, try to sleep part of it. Remember one trip he had the windows, it was coolish, it's in July, I think, August, it'd be August. He had both windows wide open because he was tired and he needed the fresh air to keep awake all night. And the stack was right, I mean, he might have had double stacks, and the stacks were like right outside the window, so I didn't sleep at all. Yeah, Kirkland Lake is northern. And then another trip with one of these guys, he was okay with the they'd given him the wrong tractor. There was like 2 trailers and 2 trucks, and he'd gotten the heavier trailer and the lighter truck, so he was pretty pissed off. I mean, you know, other than that, the trip was fine, but he did an awful lot of dancing up and down through the gears. Because it's pretty hilly going, especially north of North Bay is pretty hilly. Sorry, what did you? Sorry, I was babbling on about different things. What was the unwise move? The driving with the windows open to keep awake? Yeah. See, this would have been the early 60s, I think. Logbooks may have been kind of loosey-goosey then, so he very well may have been over his limit. You know, who knows? We made it. Not much to see. I'll get back in here. So there's me. I have Melissa with me. That's SISL's truck mods or whatever on SISL. They're on the workshop. That gets me this little, whatever the hell this thing is. It's from some video game, and I got Melissa's family there, and a book, and pens and pencils, junk food on the floor. I think a lot of the logs, a lot of the trucks are switching over to electronic logs now. And the weigh stations and inspectors now have caught up and have figured out how the electronic logs work. So there was a lag there. Yeah, it makes the interior more fun. So, you know, pens, pencils. I got my little soccer ball. Got my phone down there. Truck's not that fancy. Got a nice paint job on it. Whoops. Good thing I didn't hit anybody. What the hell is this? Looks like salt flats, eh? Too big of an outlaw to conform. Yeah. A lot of rules and regulations in it. From what I hear from online from drivers and on YouTube and that, the loser in this whole rules and regulations seems to be even the non-outlaw drivers seem to get burned all the time. It's funny, you know, they're talking about, well, we need to get automated trucks because there's such a huge shortage of drivers. And then I see online, as you know, drivers saying, we can't make money at this. So I'm thinking, well, if you got a huge shortage of drivers, and then your market is saying, you got to pay drivers more. And it's not a question of being competitive. If you can't get drivers, well, you're not competitive. There's no point, you know. Our rates are 20% less, and nobody drives for us, so I guess our rates have to go up. So Well, I gather that's what they've done. You know, I might have enjoyed. I think I'm a little old for a trucking career now, and even if I wasn't too old for it, I'm not sure whether I'd have the time. I got too much other shit on my mind, too many other things I'm doing. But it'd be there was a woman I was watching, Ali something, Ali Cat. No, that's an artist in the area. There was this chatterbox of a kind of wacky woman. Uh, Big glasses, red hair, and she was driving all over the U.S. and babbling on, and putting it all up on YouTube. And it was interesting with her to see. You saw a lot of the U.S., a lot of places, and she told you a lot. You learned a lot about what she was doing, but then she eventually she quit. A lot of YouTube videos of drivers quitting. Oh, okay. We got a good corner here. We're good, but we'll cheat and we'll do this. Well, now we'll do this, I guess. We might as well. We'll just... I don't think we've got any damage. And how about this guy? We're gonna... Now we nudge this guy? I don't know. Is this gonna be on my record? Well, sort of drug it through the... Well, this is where we're going. Really? Oh yeah, I guess it's interesting. Well, thank you, sir. Oh, I got a really nice horn on this. It's my Via Rail, my Okay, what do we got? We've got... There? Okay. Maybe. I mean, it might get there, might not. It's hard to tell. These... Oh, look, somebody's put a whole bunch of... Yeah, we'll just drive over those... Somebody left a bunch of pallets on the ground. Engine turning off. Late. Yeah, I know, late. But I had a good time. So, oh look, what did we make? Nothing. Oh well. There we are, empty. I wonder. No, I wonder if we get logs from here. Where the hell are we? Although I should be going to bed, you know. Let me see. Cargo market. Maybe I can pick one up and start it. Lakeview. Nothing. Klamath. Medford. Oh, I can go from Medford to Chopin. That'd be a nice long trip. Medford to Chopin. And the offer expires in 10 hours and 47 minutes, so I think we can get there. Why don't we do that? We'll do it across America logs. Well, this could be harder than I think. What the hell's happening there? Maybe somebody's gonna let me out. What this guy? Maybe this guy let me out? Truck? Let me out? Oh, oh, this guy's gonna let me out. Look what he's gonna do. He's gonna do me a favor. Could somebody point out to him why this is not a favor? I think I hit something there, actually. Yep, I don't think I can go. It looks like it's clear ground there, but whatever's happening on this game. Now this guy may have lost the corner of his bumper. Oh, you guys may want to not. You guys are parked right there. Who's tooting their horn? They seem upset, don't they? Okay, so it's going to take me a while even to get my cargo. It'll take me 7 hours to get there. Let me just check when the cargo expires again. I think it was 11 hours. Expires in 10. Got 7 to get there. If I boot it. But it's 10 to 12. I gotta get to bed, so why don't we we'll do a fake stop somewhere. Nice fence. Why don't you just build your fence right up to the corner of the road? Yeah, we're gonna have to pull over somewhere, and I think I'll just pull over. Oh, I'll pull over up here at the rest stop. Oh, I guess I could have pulled in there, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. We'll try to make it look official. Oh, this is probably one of those rest stops that's also a lookout next to the highway. Oh, it's gonna be scenic. Be scenic. We're gonna have lot lizards. All right. So where's this rest thing? Ooh, watch out for jumping deer. Is it here? What the hell is it? Oh, that's what it is. Okay, it's one of those. What do we got? What is it? It's oh, it's like that. Well, okay. There's a bathroom. Yeah, sorry, we're going to be an asshole and use up a lot of spaces on this, but if we don't, then we're likely to get boxed in. We don't want that. So let's just do this. Is that good? There we go. Good. Okay. Thank you, folks. Thanks you for hanging out and chatting. Thanks for following, and I'll be on. I'll probably be on tomorrow, maybe to finish this run. We'll see. So, ta-ta.